What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bryce with the Real Squad, and I am here for a quick review of Captain America: A Brave New World. Now, this is directed by Julius Ona, and it is starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson and Harrison Ford's debut as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Sam Wilson has returned as Captain America, but this time he is trying to settle things with the government, and more specifically with Thunderbolt Ross himself. As they try to mend their relationship, there are things happening behind the scenes that is actually causing them to actually dislike and distrust each other even more. This film has a lot of similarities to another MCU film, and even as far as the tone, and that film would be Captain America Winter Soldier. The tone, understandable, but the DNA of the film is all over this thing. As far as you having, as you can see from the trailer, you have agents going rogue, not remembering, so there's clearly some mind control or some hypnosis going on there, and there being like a person behind the scenes pulling all the strings. You can call it the Diet Coke version of Captain America Winter Soldier, which is not like a complete slight against the movie because it's still fairly entertaining, but you can see where it kind of fell short. First of all, Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross, great casting actually. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but Harrison Ford came in here and killed it. The relationship between him and Sam Wilson was felt. When things got tense, shit got tense. No lie, it was a couple of times I'm like, shit, man, it's getting a little hot in here, because you don't know what's gonna happen between the two, and they have really heated arguments. Sam Wilson as Captain America, him having to deal with everything that transpired from Falcon and Winter Soldier to now from the actual world of the MCU and the actual real world. They tackle some of those things in the movie, which I found interesting and entertaining the way they did it. As you can see from the trailer, they are addressing some things that haven't been addressed yet. For example, the giant celestial being sticking out of the earth. And that is pretty much kind of one of the main plots of the film as they kind of figure out what they want to do with that situation as far as all the nations. And there are some other things that they address from previous movies that I wasn't actually expecting that has a lot to do with the plot of the film, carrying it forward. No spoilers here, but the action was on point. I feel like all the fight scenes were there. The movie wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I think it ran about an hour, 50 minutes. Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, and Harrison Ford's Thunderbolt Ross were the best parts of the film as far as characters go. I feel like the bad guys of the film would have had a stronger presence if they would have had a little bit more screen time. I feel like it was well directed. The cinematography was okay. CGI didn't hit every single time, but I did like how they approached Sam Wilson's Captain America suit and his Falcon wings. This also tackles the elephant in the room question as far as Sam Wilson being Captain America, should he take the super serum? So it's a lot of interesting concepts in the film that I felt like were strong. It might have been the execution that probably wasn't hitting as hard as I wanted it to. There is a post-credit scene, so if you stay for after the movie, make sure you stay until all the credits roll, then they will give you a little Easter egg there. I feel like the film stands on its own. It doesn't try to bring in a bunch of characters to help it move along, so I appreciated that. But that's another thing I feel like Captain America Winter Soldier might have had above it as far as them having multiple characters in the movie, but still being able to give everybody an equal amount of screen time and making it more of a streamlined film and not having really any fat to trim off. And it's pretty direct. Each scene flows perfectly to the next. But at the end of the day, I was pretty entertained. So if I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it a real dope movie, about a 7.8. It was real close to the real deal, but it has some stuff lacking. But I do like Anthony Mackie as Captain America. So going forward, I'm going to be interested to see how he fits in to the rest of these MCU movies coming out, and eventually the Avengers movies coming out. And we know we have Avengers Doomsday, which is coming pretty soon. So with that being said, let me know if you guys are going to check out Captain America Winter Soldier. My theater was actually pretty packed. I was surprised. I don't know why. I mean, it's an MCU film, so I shouldn't be as surprised. But, you know, with Sam Wilson being Captain America, it's no telling what it's going to look like at the theater. But, yeah, it was a decent amount of people there. But if you're new here, make sure you do me a favor, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and of course that notification bell so you can be up to date when we drop new videos. And of course we go live once a week every Wednesday between 9:30 and 10, and sometimes we'll drop 2 live videos a week depending on what's happening. We talk about a bunch of movies and of course pop culture. So if you want to give us a shout out or give us a try, pull up next week and let us know how you're feeling. You know what I mean? And do me a favor, drop a comment, and for sure drop a like on this video. Help it get out a little bit, and I appreciate you. Well, like I said, I'm not trying to keep you too long. I wanted to be a quick short review. But yes, if I have to recommend it, I will recommend it. Go check it out in theaters. Happy Black History Month. It's been real, and I'm out. Peace.